Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, guys, we got a lot to discuss today as the markets have had a nice update, but it is fading very, very quickly. And early in the day, we rallied on comments from the BOJ, which is the Bank of Japan, and the European Central Bank. In addition, the Nikkei, which is the Japanese stock market, rebounded and bounced back a little bit last night, which took a little bit of an edge off the overnight futures on the S&P 500. Bottom line is the market had a dramatic gap higher this morning, surged to about 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and then turned on a dime and came down. Now, many people would look at the high today and say, oh, it just reversed. No, it didn't. It hit a major level. Let me show you this major level. All right, if you go back here, remember that one-day spike where we had that huge reversal? The previous day's high and the low pivot right here coincide at this exact level, which is the 167.75 level. The high of the day today, that exact level. All right, and again, from that point on, the market has reversed. Did you guys see how this spike was kind of like an outlier? So this is just the spike off Bernanke talking and then the reversal off Bernanke talking, which gave way to the big reversal. All right, so the key is to understand here that this previous high was a major pivot point, and you never closed above that high the next day. You closed all the way down here. So technically speaking, that is a huge level. The markets came right up into it, kissed it, and reversed. And again, the Dow was up like 200 points at one point today, just up 100 now. The SPY has reversed $1.70 off the highs this morning. That's a huge move. That's like a 17-point reversal on the S&P 500, a monstrous reversal. All right, with that comes profits. Let's talk about the trade of the day today. The trade of the day was on Simon Properties Group, which is about a $175 stock. Now, if you go to your daily chart, you can clearly see that this stock collapsed last week, hitting the 50 MA, which was a buy trigger. As it bounced up last night, I put out an alert to short it at 177.65. The stock today hit 177.65 and pierced it by 9 cents, going to 177.74. The short was triggered, and this was in the research center on the hot charts and alerts. And again, there's a 7-day free trial for the research center. In any case, from that point on, the Simon Properties Group has reversed and is now trading around $74. We're talking about a $3 and almost 75-cent reversal here on Simon Properties intraday. And that means we're in the money, well over $3 on this trade. A beautiful reversal of the charts here. And again, why? Well, very simply, you had the 20 MA here, and you had this pivot low right here where it tried to break out. So this was the consolidation down, and it tried to break out and failed. So that's telling you that this pivot point is going to be resistance, as, again, it obviously would be based on the low pivot right there. Sure enough, the chart bounced into that and reversed, and we are sitting here in the research center. Anyone who's a swing trader in the money on this trade, over $3, almost $3.75 on the trade. It's getting a little bit of a bounce. If we go to the intraday, you can see it's getting just a micro intraday bounce, and that's off a bottoming tail. So if you're a day trader, you bought that bottoming tail and are making money on the upside now for a couple candles, and then it'll probably reverse again. But in any case, that is a sweet trade setup and another good trade alert in the research center. Now let's go back to a couple other charts out there. What's weak today? Apple. All right, I've been telling members and I've been telling everyone out there that even though Apple bounced beautifully off the 420 level, as I predicted, this was a weak bounce. And sure enough, you're seeing that today. The stock is down $3.15 today. $3.15 drop on Apple when the markets are positive. Granted, they've come off their highs pretty dramatically, but still a very nice reversal here on Apple, or a pullback on Apple in an overall strong market, even though it's off its highs. And again, the markets are dramatically off its highs, but in all fairness, it's still up on the day pretty nicely. Big reversals on Google. Google, I called for a bounce last night inside the research center, right, guys? You have a section called the No Hype Live broadcasts, which are live broadcasts. And I last night said Google would bounce up off of the 50, the 20 MA right here. And sure enough, it did today. In fact, it was up as much as like 16 to 17 bucks early in the day. Now, it has come back in. But again, that's just a beautiful understanding of the charts to be able to instantaneously pinpoint that bounce level. And again, you get 17 to 20 bucks out of this on an intraday bounce from where you bought it. Obviously, you're taking your money off the table. All right. And sure enough, since then it's rolled over. Still up about $9 on the day, holding the 50 MA here on an intraday basis. But that's a sweet chart right there, guys. That is just an awesome chart and a great bounce and a great reversal on Google back down a little bit. Other stocks in motion today. Amazon had a huge monster move earlier today, was up almost $10, and ultimately it has come back in. And look at this long tail, and it's coming right back into this same trend line. Amazing how that trend line continues to hold it. Any sort of close below this white trend line, in my opinion, Amazon should fall and continue to fall in the coming days. And again, it's going to be very interesting today on the spiders. A couple reasons here. Going back to the SPY, obviously you never took out the high from last week, which is significant. This is the daily chart of the spiders. But let's look to the intraday. If in this light volume environment, if we can't get some sort of bounce back up, that speaks quite a bit to this type of market we're in and the shakiness of it. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So essentially today we had a gap up and a big surge up to this pivot at 167.80. 75 area, and the essence of it is that with the light volume on this post-holiday session, if they can't get this market to float back up, and they're trying, I mean, they tried right here many candles. I mean, look at how many candles tried to float back up, and then it fell, and same thing's going on here, although you're below all three moving averages now. But what I'm saying is if they can't get it to float up in light volume, that's a big problem for this market. And it should be looked as such, and I will talk to my members about it tonight in the broadcast. By the way, folks, a small cap webinar will be conducted tonight. Email support at inthemoneystocks.com or call the office 212-380-1578 if you are interested in signing up. I will be giving out alerts tonight in the small cap webinar. Right, it's a $299 webinar, and again, it's a 2-night course, an hour and a half tonight and an hour and a half tomorrow night. It should be fantastic. Last time I gave it out, literally the next day, we made thousands of dollars on the trades I gave out in that small cap webinar. Plus, I reveal all my secrets about how I give out awesome calls and we make as much money as we have been making. It's been a great move. Even today, another small cap winner on Trader's Life and in the Intraday Stock Chat. Just a quick pop of like 10% on a stock that it just shot right up. We caught it perfectly and made money on it. Spiders are down ticking again. If this market goes negative today, by the way, gap fill will be a great bounce level on an intraday basis, but if it goes negative today after that, man, oh man, I mean, what can you say? This market could be in a lot of trouble. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else out there. Chevron's up 60 cents. That's huge off the highs of the day. Look at this reversal on Chevron. Bearish pattern starting to form as well. JPM's up 58 cents, which is hanging in there decently, but still off of its highs. Goldman's off its highs by quite a bit. Exxon, same thing. So again, folks, you're looking at a market that is definitely on the weaker side, even though it's positive, and today will be the 20th Tuesday up if it holds the gains, which I think, again, I do think with the volume, unless we get a weird increase in volume, we probably do hold up a little bit on the day, so it probably makes 20, but depending on where the close is, that'll dictate, again, what we believe going forward will be the case for this market. All right, guys, have a great afternoon, great evening. Thank you all for coming here and visiting us at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Again, 7-day free trial to the Intraday Stock Chat for day traders, and if you're an investor or a swing trader, the Research Center is for you. Again, SPG call this morning was a beauty. We're already in the money beautifully on that, and again, we'll give out more in the coming days. Take care.